What's up, guys? Gnarly Charlie here. We are doing a cassette uh, collection update. Obviously, my shelf's kind of pretty full, and I figured I'd continue doing the cassette updates of what I've got. So, right now, we are listening to Alastor's Black Magic, which I've listened to about 10 times already since I've got it in the Metalhead box, and I will definitely be doing a review on this soon. It's an EP, I believe, or maybe it's just a full length with just really long songs. But about 30 minutes worth of material, and it's just fucking killer from start to finish. I definitely need to check out more of these guys, and if you have, I think they have an EP or a demo out prior to this album. If you happen to have it and you don't want it, like, feel free to mail it to me or do something, because fuck, dude, I would love to hear more of this. But anyway, onto the cassettes. First off, we have Cemetery Lost. These guys are a kind of blackened thrash. I believe I got this. This one was from Head Split Records. I think whenever I opened it up, the Head Split record box, I had gotten this, and then like a little bit later on, I guess I had pre-ordered it through House Headbangers, and both of them say, one says Head Split Records, the other one says House Headbangers Records. So I don't know which one released it, if it was a particular, pressing for each one, I don't know. But yellow cassette, and J card with the lyrics, pictures of the band. Really good listen, kind of black and thrash. Definitely some cool artwork. But Cemetery Lost, Rotting in Piss. Really good stuff. If you haven't listened to it yet, definitely get yourself a copy of it. It's not like my favorite album, but it is pretty good. Definitely gonna spend that a little bit more. Maybe it'll become my favorite. I don't know. But who knows? Next, we have Cyanide, and I believe they're from Chicago, but this is Reggie's Chicago show, July 21st, 2017. Front cover just got them playing live, just normal black, nothing special about that too much. And then the J card is just the flyer from the show. And then just some information on the side, like who's in the band, where's it at, and special things. But really cool. I want to say I've met Cyanide before. I'm not 100% sure, but they seem really familiar, and that's why I bought it. But whether it's just a coincidence from like House Headbangers or something, or maybe I have met them in St. Louis and I just don't even know. But really good. Not great quality, but give it a listen if you can, because it's worth the pickup. I think I got it for like $4 off Head Split. So, but next we have I really don't know how to describe these guys. Kind of maybe sludge, doom metal, maybe. Definitely some stoner vibe in there. Connoisseur, Over the Edge. I thought I had remembered hearing a story when I was younger, I think 2014-ish, when their EP came out, like Stoner Justice, saying something about Brent Hines from Mastodon being it, and me being a huge Mastodon fan, I jumped on it. And I didn't really get the EP, but I ended up getting this when this came out, and I gotta say, it's not my favorite by any means, but if you're into Connoisseur, it was better than the EP. Like I said, if the EP wasn't really that great for me, I don't know why I bought the cassette, but I'm, like I said, huge Brent Hines fan. Clearly he's not in the band, but I don't know, for some reason I thought I remember reading something about that. Maybe, I don't know, Brent Hines manages the band or something, I don't know. But I do recall something involving Brent Hines in this band, so I don't know if you know the story and I'm babbling about stupid shit because I'm something I may have read in 2014, feel free to let me know because I'm clearly clueless. Next, we have Crucified Mortals off of Head Split Records, the Psalms of the Dead Choir. Now, oddly enough, I actually didn't order this at all. Spooky, right? With a cassette. Nothing too special about it that way. But I had ordered a... If you ever order from Head Split Records, they usually have bundles of 3. Well, I had, ordered my bundle, and then they threw in a 4th cassette for free, which I thought was really cool. And it happened to be this. Looks like just kind of, produced by all that information. Some monsters. Actually, I have not really listened to this a whole bunch. I've heard good things, but I don't know. I've never really listened to Crucified Mortals ever, so I don't really know what to expect. But if I do give it a listen, I will let you guys know, because I am a big Head Split or House Headbangers and Head Split Records fan, so I probably will give it a shot at some point. Next, we have a band that I personally grew up to listen to a whole lot of, The Cult, Sonic Temple. I didn't have this growing up, but a lot of these songs that are on here I listened to a lot of when I was younger, and I ended up finding it at a local record store in the town where I live, close to where I live at, and I thought, wow, that'd be kind of cool to have. So I think this was the only Cult that they had, though, which is kind of sad, but definitely good album. Firewoman is good, Soul Asylum, really good stuff. White cassette, and then kind of basic J card, which is kind of falling apart, so I'm not going to take it out. But really good stuff. If you like The Cult, definitely check this out. Definitely check that album out. Fuck, I don't know why I can't talk tonight. Alright, I'm back. I had to kind of cut the video short so it wouldn't stop right at 10 minutes and fuck my whole video up, but next we have a doom metal band called Dagsma. Kind of a psychedelic doom band, I think. I wouldn't really say too heavily, like, like a Person kind of vibe, or like Uncle S and the Deadbeats. But definitely kind of a doomy vibe I'm getting off of this. The album is called The Nowhere of Shangri-La. Now, I've only listened to it like once or twice. But, why... Not really a whole lot of information regarding the... I believe it's just the lyric sheet. I don't know exactly. Like I said, I may have actually been like doing something. No, it's just the one song for 31 minutes. My bad. Yeah, kind of just, I guess, a single. And the song's called Eons Apart, so why it's The Nowhere of Shangri-La, I don't know. But it is pretty good. For what it's worth, definitely give this a listen. Try it out. Dagsma. Next, we have... I think this was a death metal band that I got from Head Split. But I really don't remember too much about the sound of it. I think it was more death metal than anything. And I'm not a huge death metal guy. I'm more death and... Or, not death, but doom and black metal. But, Head Split always has good records out, so, I wish I could say more on it. White cassette. But, maybe in the future I'll give this thing a listen again. I think I've counted, I've got like over like 150 cassettes. Maybe this will get thrown in the mix again, I hope. But, give it a shot. Take a gamble. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. Peach juice. Gotta stay healthy, right? Next we have David Lee Roth's A Little Ain't Enough. This, I believe it was his second solo album. I'm not 100% sure, but it's not bad. It's definitely doesn't have the same vibe that he had on his first album or the first EP, which hopefully if I get started with my 12-inch vinyl, you know, I'll get to show you guys that. But lyrics, more lyrics, and then somebody getting eaten by a shark. But pretty good album. Not great, but definitely a lot of good songs on here. So if you're into David Lee Roth or Van Halen at all, give this a listen. The title song, Little Ain't Enough, I think was the only single off of this album. But you know, take it for what it's worth. It's a really good David Lee Roth and Van Halen album. But last we have the only reason I kind of showed this is because kind of supported my friend who gave it to me, and I guess he made it. I'm not 100% sure, but it's a split of Death Leprosy and Morbid Angel's Covenant. He just kind of, I guess he just kind of went over one side with one album, and then the other side is the other album. But he knew I really liked Death, so especially the Leprosy album. That's my favorite. I don't know how many times I picked up a guitar and just made sure it was in standard, and then break into the pull the plug riff. Da 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 da. It's just such a demonic sounding riff, but I don't know. Definitely check both of those albums out if you have not, especially Death Leprosy. Chuck is such an amazing guitar player, and you know, he doesn't probably get enough praise as he needs to, but you know, rest in peace, dude. You killed it. But anyway, that is the cassette collection for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think of it. And like I said, hopefully in the future, probably really soon, this will be a review at some point. Alastor's Black Magic. Check it out. I got it through the Metalhead box, and I believe they do have a Bandcamp. So I'll try and leave a link to that if I can remember. But until then, keep it gnarly.